We've got some natural disasters. We also have some weather you could have a picnic in this tier list of weather. Some are very obvious like avalanche, D, blizzard, D. But the snow outside today is what inspired me to create this video, as it is fantastic. I am from southeast United States. We don't see snow often, and thus when it is snowing outside, like you cannot see right now because the focus is on me, it's fantastic. It's sensational. I love the snow. Sleet we'll put as A tier simply because it's not as aesthetically pleasing and it's not as fun. Likely is not going to stick to the ground as well. So for those reasons, it's A tier. Cold, I'm going to put S tier. I grew up in the metro Atlanta, Georgia, United States area, and it's always very, very hot. As a result, I absolutely love the cold weather. You can always change with putting on more jackets, but when it's really hot, there's not much you can do. Cloudy, we're going to put at B tier. It's fine depending on what the temperature is, but it's average weather, I would say, for the most part. Dry, we're going to put in C tier. When it's really hot but not humid, that's what I would classify this as. Personally, you don't get much of that weather in the southeast United States. However, I do think that it is slightly worse than average, definitely compared to cloudy weather. Fog is cool. I'll put fog in A tier. When you wake up in the morning, open your window, you see it's foggy outside. It's a nice aesthetic to look at, and it's not something that you see often, so for me, I'll put it in A tier. Hail, definitely going straight to D tier, F tier, whatever you want to call it. It does damages to property and is not fun whatsoever. Hot, man, I guess it depends on how hot we're talking here. If we're talking over 85 degrees Fahrenheit, it's D tier, but if we're talking like over 80 degrees, then maybe C tier. I'll put it at the bottom of C simply because these are essentially natural disasters, and hot is not as bad as that. Humid is really, really bad as well. I'll put at the bottom of C. Humid is what it feels like when you can like cut through the air almost due to the temperate, and for me, it's not one that I enjoy at all. Hurricane, D tier, horrific. Rain, we will say, is going to be A tier as long as it's not too intense. I think it's very, very cool to look at. And for me, if it's every now and then, rain is a good thing. Of course, our plants need it. Sandstorm, terrible. Snowstorm, terrible. Regular storm, we'll put at C. The lightning is cool to look at, but it can keep you up at night. It's a necessary weather, as the rain is very helpful to plant life and animal life, but the lightning can be dangerous, so I'll put it in C tier. Sunny, straight to S. Clear skies, almost nothing better than that. What's better? You can't tell me. Then we have thunderstorm. Not exactly sure what the difference between storm and thunderstorm is, so I'll bump regular storm rather to B tier because of the aesthetic pleasing nature, and thunderstorm is going to be in C tier because it is more dangerous, one can assume. Tornado, still going D tier. I've never seen a tornado in person. I've actually been lucky enough to not really be in any of these except for a snowstorm before previously. So for those reasons, I gotta put tornado down here. It's a natural disaster. It causes a lot of damage. Wildfire as well. If you're watching this video and you're in California right now in the United States, hopefully everything is under control where you are in SoCal. The wildfires are terrible. The wildfires are terrible. I can't talk. Terrible out there. And so hopefully everybody's staying safe. Wildfires are terrible, truly. Windy, we will put in C tier as well, rounding out our list of the weather, as it's not great, but it's definitely one I don't look forward to. How would you change this list based off of what I ranked these as? Where would you change things around? What is your favorite type of weather? And guess what? If you're still watching to this point in the video, I appreciate you so much. Thank you, really. Like the video, subscribe, and check out many of the other tier lists that I've done on my channel. I'm going to be back tomorrow with another one. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and then I'll see you in the next one.